Hi everyone, this is Jay Harris coming to you from Tom's Trading Room. In this video presentation, I'm going to go over building a covered call with the tools. Now, it's not a hot and heavy strategy that we teach a lot or that we show a lot of case studies on, but we still have a handful of students that are out there doing this strategy, and they want to use the tools in order to accomplish finding covered call opportunities, or at least building their covered calls so they can run some analysis on at least the trade ideas they're contemplating before they actually run it into their real accounts. So here's how to do the covered calls with Tom's tools. Go ahead and take a look at the stock chart here. The only reason I brought up DRIP, D-R-I-P, is I found it on a searcher for the covered calls. I'm looking at the chart, and it's more of a sideways to slightly downtrending chart over this date range of 80 days. But right now, it's $5.82 on the close. It does have dollar strikes, so I'm going to look at writing a August 17th $6 call option, and writing means selling. So we're looking at a 582 stock selling the August 17th $6 call. And what we would do from here is go up to the trades and then edit/create trade line item, and then left click on create trade. The create trade page will populate here. And what we're going to do is notice that the symbol is DRIP. If it wasn't or isn't DRIP, go ahead and type in the symbol that you want in there and then click on change, and it will refresh the page so that it has the actual symbol that you want in there. Now, in order to do a covered call, you at least need to have or purchase 100 shares of stock. So how do you do that with the tools? With a create trade page, you go ahead and click on the number column here for the long stock line item, and you're going to type in your 100 shares or however many you want to do. 100 shares is the minimum you need to at least write one contract, so that's there. And then we're going to use the sell line item here, and one contract is the rights or controls 100 shares, so we need to at least do one contract there. We're selling one of the August 17th $6 strike. Now you can change the expirations if you like. You can change the strike price if you like. We'll leave it as is. So before we save this trade, we have to even look at the risk graph and see if it's worth entertaining at all. So once you have your information in there, the stock symbol you want, the number of shares of stock, the number of contracts you're going to write against that number of shares of stock, the expiration and strike, click on a risk graph. And your risk graph page will populate from here. You can take a look at what that risk graph looks like for a covered call. You can see the details here. We're looking again at 100 shares of stock, DRIP, writing the August 17th $6 calls for 30 cents, and the ROI, if the stock stays under 6 and all you get is just the premium that you sold on the option against the stock purchase price of $6, you've got an 8.7% return. Now, it's not the 100% sexy returns, but this is the covered call strategy that isn't typical for that strategy. If you can get around 10% a month, that seems to be a nice goal that a lot of people look for. So there you go. If you like that, then you go ahead and go up to your folders. If you've created a covered calls folder, you click on that and then click save. If you have not created a covered calls folder and you want to do so, watch the video on creating a folder, and then you'll have that in the directory for you, and you can select that folder once you get to this point in time. So there you are, guys. That's the quick down and dirty as to how to do a covered call. Now, we do have in Tom's Tools a covered call searcher. So if you go back to the main page, once you log in and you hover over home and then you click on search tools, you will see a covered calls button over here. You click on that. You can click on the covered call help, and then that will take you to the help page that gives you all the formulas, all the information, screen images, and the education that you need from the programmers on this covered call searchers page. It'll explain to you what all these different, what all these different wizards are and what they're looking for. And then if you go back here, you can select whichever list you want, pennies and weeklies, S&P 500 optional, just the Dow, and then you leave it as such. You select the wizard that you want. Looking at a covered with stock using the rate of return at the close. Now that's if the stock just stays the same and you're not assigned. This is ROR if you are assigned, and then the other various wizards that you have. Just for giggles, let's go ahead and click on search and show you what the list result comes back as. And it's going to sort it by what you've selected, and that's going to be the highlighted column that you get down below here, rate of return at close, rate of return if assigned, probability of profit, and you can click on these different columns to sort by those, whichever your preference is. Now, if you want to actually look at the risk graph and the scenario, click on the option premium price. From the Covered Call Finder page, again, the option price bid, 76 cents on Riot. 6.49 was a close, $6 stock, but let's get to the risk graph on that. And here's your situation. If the stock does not get assigned, you're looking at about a 4.7% return. So there you are, folks. Hope you've enjoyed that. We'll see you on future videos. Bye for now.